Good morning, students. This is the second lecture of marketing management, wherein you all will be focusing on the promotional activities of your marketing programs. To begin with that, we have till far came across many of the terms wherein you all have studied that what is the concept of marketing and what exactly do the people of marketing mix do, and what are those things which we need to focus upon that marketing needs to concentrate a lot on uh, acquiring or making up of some kind of a market or some kind of a space for any kind of product to actually deliver the right type of goods to the right kind of consumer. So, if you just think about that, what exactly is the term marketing? Like in my previous lecture, also I have told you about that what is marketing and what was the basic essence of marketing and all. In this particular lecture, I'll also be focusing upon that what are those strategies on which your marketing mix is going to do the promotional campaigns. Because in this particular lecture, we will be focusing upon a mix like you have studied in your marketing mix, that there are 7 P's: your product, price, place, promotion, people, physical evidence, and the processes. In this particular lecture of mine, you will be just focusing upon your promotional activities, or what in manner we should do and how we can promote. So let us begin with promotional mix. In marketing, the promotion mix is described as a blend of promotional variables chosen by the marketer to help firm reach its goals. It has been identified as a subset of the marketing mix. It is believed that there is an optimal way of allocating the budget for different elements within the promotional mix to achieve the best marketing results, and challenge the marketer is to find the right mix for them. Now, uh, what is marketing mix? Marketing mix is basically a blend of these 5 elements, and the blend should be in such a manner that each and every aspects of your marketing, and that too particularly the promotion, to allure the consumer and to attract him towards the particular good, can be adjusted in accordance to the mix of it. Now, if you are thinking that these 5 elements are they sufficient enough to drive a particular person towards a good or something like that, yes, they are. Because talking about advertisement, I'll be just discussing each of these 5 elements in detail also. Advertisements, selling, direct marketing, sales promotion, public relations. These 5 elements are very much peculiar, and they have their own identity to match to the needs of the consumer. See, ultimately, what is happening, students, that in this particular competitive world, like your after a pandemic situation is being there. So, what is happening, that people are very much, they have become very much peculiar about few things, and the concept is that they need to actually understand that whatever they are doing, or whatever they are being promoted to, they are being promoted to some to certain kind of things which is of their own need. Now, the concept of promotion mix is only to blend these 5 activities, or to get these 5 activities in accordance, so that they are in a position, or you can say the marketer is in position to promote the goods into the higher velocities. Now, what is the importance of your promotion mix? Promotion mix is one of the 4 primary strategic component of marketing mix. It is often called as the 4 Ps. Now, I have already told you that in my previous lecture, that marketing is all about alluring your consumers. It's all about attracting your consumers, because you are making a particular thing being available to the consumers at the right way, and at a right time. I have told you the basic difference between marketing and selling. Selling is something when you are making or when you are making driving someone to take out that money from the pocket of which you want him to pay. And marketing is something wherein you are actually creating some kind of a space, some kind of a momentum for any of the product which is being introduced for the very first time. So if you are considering this particular marketing concept, marketing is basically going to involve those four P's. Four P's which are of peculiar habit of driving the consumer. Mind students, these four P's are going to drive your consumers towards a particular product, price, place, and promotions. Promotion means you are driving someone to take the particular good of his or her own need. Essential role of promotion mix is to create a synergy between three elements: product, place, and pricing. See, we all know that what is product. Product is basically what we need to buy and what we are demanding for. Place is from where we are buying, and pricing is the right type of price which we want the particular product to be. Because in India or in any of the other parts of Asian countries and all, it is generally presumed that the product should be of such a price that could fit into the budget. Particularly in India, if I'm talking about, it is something which adds to the which should not add a burden to the pocket of the people. So it's just creating a synergy or creating a momentum between product, place, and pricing. Now, if there is no synergy or no sync between these product, place, and pricing, say for example, the product is of very good quality and it is not being promoted in a place, or if it is not being priced in accordance to the product facility available, then the people won't be buying it, such that you optimize your company's customers and profit potential. See, by the end of the day, the aim of any kind of producer or any kind of manufacturer is to create a profit motive. And companies' promotional strategies should be such that the customer should not be burdened enough. Promotion, you are promoting, it's well and good, but if you're promoting at such a thing which is not being acceptable by the norms by the cultural factors and all, so it won't be taken or it won't be getting digested into the mind of the people. Promotion brings together the strength of the product, it is available, and fairness of your benefits at a particular price. Now, in India, you say you particularly use the term "sasta, sundar, and tikau." You use this particular term in your India, and not only in India, but at times you also use in alien countries also. So, what is this sasta, sundar, and tikau? This means it is price effective, it looks great, and the durability of the product is for a very very long period of time. Now, uh, promotion is going to bring the strength of your product. It is going to actually introduce you to the strength of the product, that what exactly is the strength of the product, and will that product is going to match your needs or not. Promotion mix is a key method of delivering the relevant promotion message via most suitable channel for each segment. See, there are various segments in your society, and there are various segments in your say in your country, India itself. Uh, and the segment particularly belong to your richer section, to the middle section, and to the poor classes. Now, say for example, you are promoting at large a particular product in the local newspaper. So it will be read by the urbans, it will be read by the upper class as well as by the middle class. But what about those who are not in a habit of reading a newspaper, or who do not need or who do not understand the art of reading and writing? So the method or the channel by which you are promoting your particular product, it should be apt enough that it should not create a kind of a confusion. Say, for example, you are promoting a pen, and the pen is being utilized is a utility factor for each and every segment of society, and you want the pen to be promoted at large to the rural sectors also. How will you do it? You are going to promote this particular thing by using a radio method, because it is generally assumed that people are in a habit of listening radio, or you're going to promote it particular into the local festival or local fest, which is being created by these people of your rural areas and all. So uh, ultimately, a suitable channel should be promoted and a suitable method should be promoted to give a particular concept a live thing. Improves communication with the clients. Companies develop promotion mix trying to speak to their consumer language. See, company are in a habit of promoting something that is going to be of utmost use to the particular consumer. Now, unless and until we do not get the actual nerves of people, we do not get the actual psyche of the human being, we cannot promote the product. Say, for example, think about a particular situation, a particular lady coming to your showroom and is asking that she needs your the those wool she need a those wool yarn in the color of a spinach. That means that she wants the color of the spinach should match to the particular wool yarn. Now, if you're going to speak to that particular lady in a harsh tone, or if you're going to speak the particular lady considering that I can just sell anything to the particular person, it won't be practically possible. See, in the later on of my slides or in the later on my lecture, I'm also going to tell you that uh, to convince a particular male person is very easy, but to convince a particular lady or a particular child, there are the two type of consumers, the child and the lady, is really a skeptical task. It is really very tough, because they know they are the they see your our mothers and our sisters are the real creator of the house, and they know that what exactly is going on in the society much more. See, we know the practical knowledge, we are into the services or we are into the business and all, but uh, these people are very much particular about the things, and they are very much particular about the objectives and all. So they need a particular thing. So company when is going to try to promote the goods to such a kind of people, that means to such a kind of a lady, the language should be such, or you can say the language of wool. The say the wool won't speak, but the quality, the fabric, or the moment you give the particular wool yarn to the lady and say that ma'am, this is what I'm going to have, and you're going to give it and say that ma'am, it is also having a wool mark. Now, that particular thing, a wool mark, is going to create an identity that yes, it is something better, and I'm getting a better thing, and at a reasonable cost also. So this is something which is of very very important, that promotion mix is going to carry the language, or the language of the company, in the manner in which you want it to communicate. It plays a key role in obtaining and keeping the customers. See, like I've told you that these things, these five elements. These elements like advertisement, selling, direct marketing, sales, promotion, public relations, they are very much intact. They keep their consumers intact. It enables the business to communicate effectively with the customers. Yes, they are in a position to communicate with the people at large and all. Inform the consumer about the goodness of the services and persuade them. Yes, persuasion. The act of persuasion. The moment you see in a particular gym or particular tablet that say for example, you are a plump person, and you are a plump person, and you want to get a particular shape. So the moment you see a gym, or the moment you see a particular say a gym, or something like like a capsule, or something like that. So it is going to persuade you. It is going to drive you towards the particular thing for a longer period of time, and this thing is being communicated by a promotion mix at large. Uh, factors affecting your promotion mix and all. See, there are particular factors which are affecting your promotion mix at large. And what are those factors? Those factors are nature of the product. The different type of product requires different promotional tools, such as for industrial, namely machinery, equipment, land, personal selling, is more appropriate than as a great deal of pre-sales and after-sales services required to sell the goods and to install the products. See, promotional mix strategy is going to involve various factors, and these particular factors are of utmost importance that is going to that are going to create a kind of an identity, a mark into the mind of the person that yes, this is the particular product all about, and I'm going to buy it. Now, those particular things which actually affect your or the factors by which your product promotion mix can be get affected is the nature of the product. Say, for example, you are selling a tractor. Now, if you are selling a tractor, though the ad in television and those banners, or say for example, you are selling a Swaraj tractor, and it's a great brand. Uh, but if you are selling a tractor which is not of a very good name, and it is a new product into the market, and a new brand of your own, and you're competing with Swaraj, so Swaraj also do the same thing, and you are also going to do the same thing, because nature of the product is going to involve the tractors, equipments, personal selling, land, and all. They require personal selling. That means that you have to actually go to the consumers. You have to actually persuade them. See, sir or ma'am, whatever you want, that this is the product all about, and this is really going to pitch you in a longer period of your life, and is going to provide you with the great services and all. And don't worry about the after sale service and all. You will get a particular card or a particular app or something like that, because these days the technology has been going far stretch and all. And say for example, if you're promoting a tractor, then tractor you can say that I'm going to come at a regular interval of say 3 months or something like that, and see that any kind of maintenance is being required or not. So the thing is that people will be getting driven towards a particular factor, that yes, the product is of ultimate use to me, and within 3 months the particular person from the company is coming for the maintenance and all. So I can buy it. Nature of market. The number and the location of the customers greatly influence the promotion mix. In case of group or potential consumers or customers in small and are concentrated in a particular locality, then the person selling is more likely to be effective. See, the number of location of a customer greatly influence the promotion mix. In case of a group of potential consumers is small and are concentrated to a particular locality, then the personal selling is more likely to be effective. See, if you are selling, say for example, if you are selling an oil for people who don't or do not have hairs, or something like that, and you are selling it in a society where the people are of where the people who are using or do not or who do not have these hairs and all onto their head, uh, they are small in number and they're concentrated also. That means that you can get easily access to the other part of the door by knocking it. So here, personal selling is of an utmost use. Why? Because personal selling is going to really create an identity of your particular image in everybody's mind. Because the thing is that if you're going to sell a product, say a hair oil, in this particular locality where the people are being banded together, or they're a smaller number, by using a radio or something like that, people won't be listening it, and they will be getting confused, and they will, and personally they won't be coming to you and say that okay, I don't have hairs, you can just give the oil to me. So in reality, you just have to go personally to them, say, so ma'am, this is going to be an appropriate thing for you, like selling a wig to a bald person, or selling those kind of things which are of being used by the particular sectors or the particular society only. So these things, if are being sold to the people who are at a larger, if the people are in large groups or they are large in number, then though it is very it is very but obvious that you have to promote it by using your skylarking and your banner boards and all. But if you are promoting it in a particular locality which is having a low people and all, then this person selling can be of utmost use. Stages of product. The promotion mix changes as the product moves along the life cycle. During the introduction stage, the principal objective of promotion is to create the primary demand by emphasizing upon product's feature, utility. Therefore, blending of advertisements and publicity is required. Like you all must have read in your previous units and all that the concept of product life cycle, and you must have understood it also well. And yeah, in this point of mine, I've tried to emphasize upon that promotion mix is going to give a kind of a as the product moves down the life cycle or it moves along the life cycle, the promotion mix also changes. Say for example, in the introduction stage, the promotion mix, the primary objective of promotion mix is just to make it aware or to make the demand of the people that this is the product all about, this is the feature, this is the utility, emphasizing upon the key role that what the product is all about. And same goes as in the introduction stage also. Then your maturity, then the promotion mix will be quite different. And at the decline stage, the promotion mix can be of something else. So ultimately, the stages of product life or the product life cycle, as the product moves down the life cycle, the promotion mix also changes along the lifeline of the particular product. Availability of the funds. See, students, availability of the funds is of utmost importance, because if your budget, particularly your amount investing into a particular ad or something like that, is low enough, then you need not to invest a lot of money. Just pay a good amount to your investment and relax. Nature of technique. uh, in advertisements have some another kind of method of promotion mix. Selling attributes or selling it personally, it has some other kind of promotion mix. So each element of promotion mix has a unique silent feature, and the nature and technique of each and every element is different. And I'm going to tell you that how it is different and all. Promotional strategies. Promotional strategies, say for example, in the next few lectures of mine, I'll be also focusing upon the strategies of promotion mix, and it is very a bit dicey and a bit complicated also, but at time it's very interesting also. Push strategies and pull strategies. Push strategy, if the product is being pushed into the market, when the concept of companies to actually push the product into the market and towards the consumer, then the strategy of promotion should be such that too much to investment is being done. And if the product is being automatically being pulled into the market by the heavy demand of the consumers, then the strategy will be different. So there is a difference between all these two. Readiness of the buyer. Different promotional strategies have been required by the different buyers' readiness, such as comprehension stage, blending of advertisements, personal selling plays a vital role. When the particular product is being introduced for the first time to the market, say for example, a particular you can say a jam or a jelly being introduced for the very first period for a very first time into the market, and people are not actually aware of it, so they need to being aware of it by personally selling the product into the market at large. Elements of promotion mix. Now there are particular, I have told you earlier also that the particular promotion mix is a mixture of your five elements and all. uh, if you just have a look at these per promotion mix elements, even a superior product doesn't sell it itself. Your customer need information about your product or service before they buy it. The ways to communicate your feature and benefits to your potential consumers is called as promotional mix. This is a builder, business builder will explain you how business builder is going to help you to maximize your company's promotional activities. See, the concept of this particular promotional mix or this slide has been taken from the from business builder and the articles from there. So the concept is being explained by a business builder much at large. So in that particular slide or in that on that particular site, what I have found and what I have just gone through it, and when I found that see, there is a site called as businessbuilder.com, and in that businessbuilder.com it has been clearly mentioned, and not only in that, in every you can find it anywhere. But this particular slide is of or this particular site is of utmost importance to create a kind of an interaction between exactly is promotion mix all about. So this promotion mix is going to tell you that basically the biggest of the brand, you can say even Apple, or you can say Toyota, or you can say those McDonald's, or you can say the big elements like your Tata and all, Reliance Communication and all, HP. These are superior brands, but still they need a combination of these promotion mix, so that whatever they are promoting into the market is being absorbed by the consumer in a very easily manner. When you promote your business, you are engaging in persuasive communication. See, you all have studied communication at large, and in that you have studied persuasive communication, persuasive messages. Persuasive messages are particularly, say for example, uh, after using this particular T-shirt, the heat will go away. Now, exactly, the heat won't be going away, but this is the kind of a promotional strategy is being has been done by the people at large. Element of promotional mix are also called as tools, means they are the components, and the components of these promotion mix are advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, public relations, and publicity. Let us have a look at each of these elements in detail. Now, advertising. You just click on your mobile and you just open your Google. The moment you open any kind of site, you can open script.com, or you can open any Facebook and all, or most probably you use Facebook and all. Those ads flicker, and the moment you go and look at this ad, a kind of an intrinsic attribute automatically develop into it. Advertising is defined as any paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of idea. See, advertisement itself do not have any kind of a personal intention to drive something. It is basically a service which is being made by an identified sponsor, and he is selling the product. Say for example, McDonald's. When you see the ad of a Happy Meal and all, and the moment you see those toys and goodies in those Happy Meal and all, a kind of an intrinsic attribute in those small kids develop that I want to buy this. So this is something which these with this ad of McDonald's or that clown doesn't have any kind of personal favor regarding this, but they are actually being driven by these kind of ideas and all. So it is basically a non-personal presentation. The advertisement doesn't have any personal representation. That means you can say that clown doesn't have its own personal identity, but it is being said that it is the clown of a McDonald's. So that identity has automatically been created by the company. It is the way of mass communication. Definitely, advertisement is a very important method of communicating in masses. It is most likely popular and widely practiced tool of the market promotion. Major part of promotional budget is consumed for advertising alone. Now, major part. most of the part of your promotional activity is being made by your those budget elements and all. Because the thing is that the moment you launch a particular product into the market, what actually happens? See, the thing is that students, if you just look at any other giant organization, if it doesn't make promotional strategy, the product won't get successfully being transferred to the consumer. And if it doesn't get successfully transferred to the consumer, it won't be explained to the people at large. Now the concept is that in advertising is actually going to make people understand that this is the product all about, and this is really going to match to your needs. Say for example, use of that particular rat kill, a particular element called rat kill, or those rat pads and all. The moment you advertise those modern rat kill and all, and you say that this particular product is something which is going to make the moment mouse eat it, it rushes towards outside and then dies over there. So this particular habit that uh, what it actually has doesn't what it actually did, it actually created that kind of dirt, or that kind of bad smell in your mouth of the decay of the mouse, and or something like that won't occur. So this is something which has made people driven toward this particular company, and advertisement is doing it very well. Characteristics: advertising is a non-personal mass of communication, as already told. It is a paid form of communication. Yes, it is a paid form of communication, students. Advertisement, you have to pay for it. It is a one-way communication. See, I'm going to advertise. Say, for example, I'm going to say that, see, the glares which I am wearing, or the specs which I am wearing, are made up of 100% fabricated material, and it is of utmost use, and it is being used by me for the first time, and I'm feeling very comfortable. So I have actually communicated my one-way communication to you all. It is up to you whether you are buying it or not buying it. Identify entity, sponsors, company of the person gives advertising. See, this particular ad, or the identity, like I've told you, that Joker doesn't have, or the clown doesn't have its own identity. The identity of, say, McDonald's is being totally being dependent upon these type of things. It is costly option and promote sales. Yes, it is a very very costly options, and because at times the advertisements are so costly that per click, or say per day ad is going to cost you in much more than 20,000 and all, 25,000 and all, if your company is new and you are promoting something which is of utility also. So the best method of advertising is to promote it through radio and all, rather than using a print media. Per contact cost is lowest. Yes, per contact cost, you cannot. You are, see, what happens when the ad comes in television also. You are in a habit of, okay, I'm least bothered about this ad, change. Least bothered about the next ad, change. And when your serial appears, okay, this is my serial all about. So people do not like to watch ads for a very long period of time. If it is okay, if it is of say something very interesting or something like that, say for example the ad of Mentos, those people creating those kind of an cartoon and all, in which a particular donkey is being moving with a particular those that ape and all. So the ad of donkey and ape, I both you I know that you all have gone through that particular ad. So this is going to create a kind of an image into the mind of the person. So per contact cost is lowest in advertisement, because you are selling it just by using your own identifiable image, or you are using it in a manner, say you are not going directly to the consumer and persuading them. You are just selling it by using your own identity. Various audio visuals like print, outdoor media can be used for advertising purpose. Yes, they can be used. It is widely used in higher popular tools of marketing promotions. See, higher tools of marketing can be used at large, but not in these type of activities. Uh, Sales promotion. This is your say. And it was about your advertising. Sales promotion. Sales promotion. See, the moment you see this tag of your sale and say flat 25% off or 50% off sale or a monsoon sale or a winter sale, something like that. Okay, a kind of an excitement drives you towards a particular company. Sales promotion covers those marketing activities other than advertising, publicity, and personal activities that stimulate consumer purchase and dealer effectiveness. See, dealers' effectiveness is going to be there because consumers are directly going to rush towards them. Sales promotion mainly involves short-term, non-routine incentives offered to the dealers as well as to the consumers. See, it is generally being said that in your dealers also, dealers' effectiveness is also being created because it is, say for example, if it is said that the dealer is going to get a wave of 25% if you are going to hoard that particular thing in bulk, or you can also say that just by purchasing this particular product at bulk, you're going to get this torch, or you're going to get this particular almirah, or this particular this socks and all, or the set of cookery ware and all, and free of cost. So this is going to create an internal and intrinsic attribute into the mind of the dealer, that okay, I'm going to buy this particular thing and I'm going to keep it for my consumers, and I can sell it because this is in demand. But talking about consumers are in a habit of this the sale promotion is going to just excite them, and the sales promotion are most commonly being used in your demonstrations, your trade shows, your exhibitions, your exchange offers, seasonal discounts, free gifts, free services, gifts, contest, and all. You all must have visited those malls and all. Though in pandemic situation, you should not. But since your thing has been open and people are moving, just by maintaining those safety norms, if you just go to your mall, not now, but before pandemic, you can see that there are various contests being held. Okay, come to this particular place, sing a song for me, or sing a song for the people, and you're going to get this particular thing. This is actually promotion of a particular company, or a particular, say, real estate thing, or something of any kind of any type. Giving a gift, say for example on Christmas Eve, you a Santa Claus comes from say Scott, or you can say from any of the say from Times Kids, from any of the company, say any company and all, and he gives those gifts to you, to the people, or that the best example is that McDonald's, the Happy Meal, the gift of that particular Happy Meal, that toy is going to create a kind of an excitement in kids. Characteristics. The primary purpose of sales promotion is to introduce or induce customers for immediate buying or seller effectiveness, or both. Now, customer, the moment you see this buy two get one free, or buy one get 50% off, or save 50%, or something like that, or save 75%, okay, it is something of very very interesting fact, and we are going to buy it. Uh, this is going to make the consumer buy a product at large also, and effectively also, and quick. It's a quick method. Excessive use of sales promotion may affect sales and reputation of the company adversely. See, it is a very interesting factor that people wants the thing to be of low cost also, and if you sell it for a very longer period of time, they think, okay, there is something dicey, there is something I do not like this particular sales because the thing is that that company, there is something catchy about this or fishy about this company. Why he's selling this thing at something which is of so much so cost, or why two shirts are coming off with the offer of one? There is something crap about this thing, and not going to buy it. So it is going to adversely affect the company's reputation. It is taken as supplementary of advertising and personal selling efforts. The sales promotion is going to give your uh, you can say a supplementary effort. Those Lakme, those kind of VLCC and all, they when they make those you can say those people who or those sales boys and all, sales boys and sales girls, they come to the offices and all, and they say that ma'am or sir, this card is of 500 rupees, and in this you are going to get your free manicure and pedicure, and this complimentary as a kind of a two particular manicures, you will get one pedicure free or something like that. It is going to supplement the company's advertising efforts or people's selling effort, because the moment you see, oh, this is a very interesting offer, let's buy it, because 500 bucks for just these kind of services, it's really cheap. Though I don't think so that it's quite cheap and all, but people do it. uh, it involves promotional efforts other than advertising, personal selling, and publicity. And this topic is done. It consists of short-term incentives schemes or plans offered by the buyers and salesmen. Short-term, that means for a limited period of time. It involves non-routine selling efforts. See, there is a non-routine selling effort being involved in each of these things. Personal selling. Personal selling means face-to-face personal communication with prospects of purpose selling. It involves personal selling, conversation, and presentation of the products to the customers. It is considered to be highly effective and a costly tool, highly effective and costly tool of marketing promotion. Why? Let me explain you. See, for example, you are a sales agent. Say, my students, in your later span of your life, when you are going to get those kind of job, it is generally asked that you to promote the business. Don't get shied away. You just have to do it just for a period of 1 year and all. You can get the real real flavor of marketing, and it is, and I personally suggest you all to just go in those selling attributes and all, and those target based company and all, because you're going to get the real flavor of marketing, and the real zeal of selling by just entering onto this into the world of selling and all. Now, what happens? See, if you are a sales agent and your boss has given you a target to sell 10 pens, and these 10 pens are of 100 rupees each, how will you sell them? You're not going to advertise your pen and in the air. You're not going to keep those pen with you and or going to sell it to your relatives. No, you have been given the list of targets. See, you have to sell this particular pen to this particular person, and he is living in this particular area, and he wants that pen. You take your bike. You cannot take your car. You take your bike, or you take your cycle also. You take your bike also, whatever you think which you have. You make a movement to the particular place, reach over there, and then you have to cover that particular target, and you have to you have to cover another target which is not residing in this particular area. It is residing in some other areas also. You are actually making the thing, you're actually joining two ends with each other. So it is highly effective but costly tool, because it is costly for you. Though earlier I have told you that in order to get a best out of yourself, selling attribute is of much more importance, and I have myself been involved into this selling, this personal selling attributes. I've been into this particular company of Religare for the last 2 years and all. So I've been selling these demat accounts and all. So this is a costly effort for you people. For it is a burden on, it was a burden on me as an individual. But for the company, it is a very effective tool because personal element is there. Now, personal selling, face-to-face conversation. Say when I used to work in your in your as a salesperson, not as a salesperson, we can say as a acquisition manager. People use this term quite well, and you can imagine that this particular thing is also somewhat similar to your selling and all. You just have to sell those. You just have to acquire people. So this acquisition, you are going to acquire things by using your personal presentation and all. Face-to-face communication can drive a particular consumer. Basic purpose is to promote the product and to increase the sales. It involves a two-way communication. See, the you are going to directly talk to the person. Like this particular people are talking to each other and communicating. It is more flexible. Per contact cost is higher. Per contact cost is higher than advertising. See, per contact cost is higher because you're contacting to more people. See, per contact cost is higher than advertising. It means you cannot contact to all the people in one day. It is much more higher than advertising also. In advertising, you can cover many people at one particular go. But in this personal selling, you can cover only one person in one day. Publicity. Publicity is somewhat similar to, you can say, it is a non-paid form of mass communication. Excuse me. Publicity is also the way of mass communication. It is not paid form of mass communication that involves getting favorable responses from the buyers by placing commercials significantly news in mass media. William J. Stanton defines publicity is a promotional communication regarding an organization and or is product where the message is not paid for by the organization benefit from it. See, publicity is not being made by the company. Publicity is being made by the, you can say, it can be made by the people. It can be made by the masses. It can be made by the news and all. It is the traditional form of public relation. Why? You are not doing anything. It is a non. It is not paid. The company is not paying for it. Company is not paying the news channel to promote Rahul Gandhi or to promote Narendra Modi or some or any of the political leaders. It is the publicity that is going to drive someone towards, you can say, towards the apex, or going to drive someone towards the lower bottom. So publicity comes from, you can say, the reporters, the columnists, the journalists and all, because the thing is that in publicity you are using those public image relationships. What actually happens, students, is that if you just have a look at those public figures, you can say your sports star or your cinebus people and all, they are not doing anything. The publicity image. Say for example, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has donated 1 lakh rupees for slums and all. This is being promoted by media or any reporter or any columnist. They write it. So what will happen? Okay, Mr. Bachchan is doing really well, and the image will automatically go upward. And the moment, say for example, India lost, and the reason of the loss is the non-efficiency of the captain. The moment you say this, the kind of image of that particular person who's the captain, he can be anyone. Let's not name him. It will go down. So automatically, it's a non-paid type of thing. which is being done by the public at large or by the people who are involved in the aspects of your reporters as a kind of a columnist, as a kind of a journalist also. Publicity involves obtaining favorable presentations about a company. It offers through the radios and all, and at large it is also going to create a kind of a image. Publicity involves obtaining favorable presentations. It's about the company, uh, or company offers upon the radio. It may be promotion of the new product, pollution efforts, or something like that. Publicity messages, it is more likely to read and react on the audiences and all. Public relations. Public relations is being defined by those public relations and all. Public relations is being defined by William James Stanton. It is a kind typically designed to build, maintain the favorable image into the organization. Public relation or the PR activities is also kind of a job. People communicate it at large, and public relation is all about, say, if you can say that what is public relation. Public relation is something which is going to relate to you by creating your public identity into the mind of person. Say, for example, those PR and all that are being driven that are being contested into the aspect of driving you to the elements of people and all. So what they are actually doing is they are actually communicating to the people that yes, they whatever you have done is you have done it well. And William J. Stanton has defined it that it is something which is going to create a favorable image or a favorable relationship with the organization and the company. Characteristics. It is a paid form. Now, public relation is a paid form, and you can going to incur expenses upon it. Designed to build and maintain the favorable image of the organizations. It is an integral part and is being used by the managerial functions and all. Public relations covers numeric publics for the formal and the informal groups. In relation to the modern management, public relation is treated as a profession. And modern management practices, the public relation is being used by you can say it is a kind of profession for the persons. So let's take a quick recap. I have told you about the marketing concepts. I've told you about the gravity of the promotions. I've also told you about the factors of promotion mix, the elements of promotion mix, explicating each of the 5 elements in large, and also told you about those characteristics which is going to create a kind of image of the company. Now that was all about my lecture of promotion mix and how to mix your promotional well. For any kind of doubts or any kind of thing or any kind of problem, if it is there in your mind, don't hesitate. Come to me directly. Discuss the thing so that any issue or any of the slide or any of the point which is not being clear to you can be explained to you one more time. Till the next lecture. Thank you.